Hello, everyone, and welcome to Monday Mindshift, the place where you can come on Monday mornings or Monday evenings, depending on where you are, and get some ideas of how to shift your mind and start your week on the right foot. I'm going to turn the music on for a minute, let some people join, let the music play. We're live on YouTube and LinkedIn, so you can watch in either location. Feel free to add chat comments, and I will share the link to join the live streams and talk with me live later on after I give my little presentation. Thank you, everyone, and we'll talk to you soon.
So I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win. I don't want no fake love, I want the real stuff. Everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once. I'm gonna show you all the path, if you want it bad, I'm gonna show you where it's at, yeah, how you can get it back, yeah, cause I ain't never done, I'll be number one, working hella hard until I get just what I want, yeah, rises like the sun, yeah, fatal like a gun, shooters gonna shoot and I'm gonna shoot until I won, yeah, always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it, and the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing, never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it, never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving, yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine, yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine, yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline, yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah.
All right. Hello, everyone. Hello, Melanie and Natasha, anyone else who might be joining us. Happy to have you here. Excited to have you here. Classes are so much fun. You like my lights? It's a little weird. Thank you, everyone, for being here, and excited to have you here. To start, I want to talk about our topic today, building resilience. So let me start by saying good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the world. Today, I want to talk about the thing that we all experience, but most of us never stop to reflect on it or even, like, let alone celebrate it. What is it? It's change. They say the only constant in our life is change, right? But isn't it funny how it always catches us off guard? Sometimes we feel like the ground beneath us is shifting when we least expect it. It pulls us out of our comfort zone. And if we're really honest, most of us cling to the familiar because it feels safe. It's predictable, gives us a sense of security. There's a twist, though. What if I said that change is not there to break us, but it's there to build us? I mean, think about it. Think about every major breakthrough in your life. Every time you grew, you found strength or clarity. I bet most of the time you could say that it began with a change that you weren't ready for and you never saw coming. Change is a spark that can ignite our transformation, ignite our growth. And there's one key, or the main key, I would say, to not just surviving change, but actually learning to thrive in change is resilience. Resilience. It's a topic we've probably heard talked about 100 times. It's a common topic, especially in entrepreneurial circles. It's a secret superpower, in my opinion, because it's not just about surviving, enduring those challenges. It's about learning to use them to adapt ourselves, to grow, to learn to thrive. And of course, resilience doesn't mean we're not going to screw up and stumble and struggle through everything. It's learning to rise each and every time. It's not about avoiding the storm. It's about learning to dance in the rain, isn't it? But I want to remind you, resilience is not about pretending everything is perfect or pressing down our emotions, suppressing our emotions. It's not about putting on that brave face when your world is falling apart. True resilience is the ability to stand tall when things are uncertain, when it's messy and unpredictable. It's trusting that no matter what comes, we're able to we have the capability to weather it, to ride it out, to actually come out stronger on the other side. The best part is that it's not something that it's not a gift that only some people get, only the strong people get, or you were born with it, you inherited it or not. It's a skill. It's a mindset. And the really incredible thing about skill and mindset is you can learn it, you can practice it, you can grow it just like a muscle. So let me share 3 simple, I like simple, but powerful strategies that we can each use right now to help build and strengthen our resilience. You start by reframing your narrative. When those challenges come, when life throws an obstacle or a bump in the road, it's quite easy to fall into the trap of this question, right? Why me? Why is this happening to me? But what if we flip the script? I heard it said this way: why not me? If we learn to see, instead of seeing challenges as roadblocks, we view them as this opportunities. Like we actually embrace them, not just embrace them, but we welcome them. It's like, oh, a challenge, a bump in the road. Yay, I get to grow. Let me ask you, or no, let me share a question you can ask yourself. Question or 2. Ask yourself when you're facing a challenge, what's the lesson in this? How can I use this moment to grow stronger, wiser, more compassionate? Because the truth is every setback holds a tiny seed of wisdom, but you got to look for it. And by reframing the way we think about the challenges, we can transform those obstacles, what seems like an obstacle, into a stepping stone. And then suddenly, even the most difficult moments can start to feel purposeful. Like there's a reason for this. I'm going to get something from this. The next step, or the next strategy, is anchor yourself with habits and routines. Sometimes the world is going to feel chaotic, but having a routine helps you create stability. I'm not talking about massive life overhauls. In fact, the smaller the better. Could be a few daily habits, something like journaling, meditating, exercise. Could be a cup of tea in the morning, or my favorite drink, a cup of coffee with someone that's important to you. I know one of my morning routines that I love is my son, when he wakes up, he comes out and he wants to do his old little kiss and hug, snuggle time routine. And that is an important part of my day. It grounds me, it gives me a foundation to go from no matter what comes through the day. Any of these simple actions, as I said, they help ground you in the present moment. They can help build a sense of control and calm, even if everything else feels uncertain and chaotic. Those routines, those habits, they remind us that although I can't control everything that happens around me, I can control how I show up every day. And finally, lean into your connections. The truth is, resilience is not a solo act. As human beings, we're meant to connect. And the people that we choose to surround ourselves with can and should play a huge role in how we navigate life's ups and downs. When those challenges come up, sometimes we might want to isolate. That's not a great choice. We want to reach out to the people around us, the people we care about, that we know will help uplift us, inspire us, even challenge us, and remind us of our strength. It might be a close friend, a mentor, a supportive community, but whatever your tribe looks like, it's one of your greatest sources of resilience. Maybe you don't feel like you have one yet. It's a good time to start building it. Because I'll be honest, you deserve to be surrounded by the people who will remind you of the best version of yourself, that will want to see you rise up to be your absolute best, your higher self. So, my challenge as you step into this week, I want you to carry one important truth with you. Resilience it doesn't mean to be unshakable. It doesn't mean that you won't feel fear and doubt and frustration. It simply means that you can bend without breaking. You can grow. I like this one. You can grow through what you go through and rise stronger each and every time. So the next time you find yourself facing change, whether it's planned or totally unexpected, take a moment and pause. Instead of fighting it, instead of resisting it, ask yourself, how could it be shaping me for something greater? Because every challenge, the twists in the roads, the detours, it's actually there to prepare you for the next incredible chapter in your story. You're more capable than you think. You're wiser than you imagine. And resilience isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. It's about leaning into the beauty of transformation and trusting that you're right where you're supposed to be, even if it doesn't feel like that yet. So, mind shifters, as I wrap up, I want to leave you with another challenge. What's one way you plan to build your resistance, or your resilience, not your resistance, this week? Maybe it's reforming a challenge you've been struggling with. Maybe it's adding a grounding routine in your day. Maybe it's reaching out to someone who inspires you or just makes you feel better. Whatever it is, share it in the comments. Write it down in your journal. Write it down for yourself. Send yourself a message reminding yourself. And remember this: the change you fear today could very well be the growth you celebrate tomorrow. So let's not just survive this week, let's thrive. Let's embrace the beauty of change and step boldly into the person we're meant to become. Until next time, stay strong, stay inspired, keep shifting that mindset because you've got this. So now I'll open it up. If anybody wants to come on stage, I would love to have a conversation around this. You don't have to go on. I'm on video now. Podcast is video now. Actually, the podcast is on a little break for the next week because I'm trying to get some extra episodes recorded, and I've restructured it. I've been really growing through that exercise of posting every day. It's challenging. It has been extremely challenging. And in 83 days or 84 days, I missed one day. So I feel pretty good about that. And I've learned so much. I've learned to deal with change better. I've learned to let go of perfectionism, trying to make it just so, to just release it, because I don't need the extra stress of worrying about, the glitches, the bumps, is it good enough? That's just a waste of my energy. It's a waste of your energy. Because I'm really learning to understand that there are those that want to hear the message, that are waiting to hear the message, that enjoy hearing from me, speaking with me. And there's timing issues too. We all have, as we talked about, ups and downs, times when life is busy, chaotic. There's so many other things we got going on. We don't have time to listen to this thing or that thing. We don't have time to join a live event. That's okay. That's okay. We're all trying to find our way in this life, aren't we? Trying to make the best of the cards we have in our hand at this time. Those cards can change. They could get better. They could get worse. But it's about being in the present, because the only moment we ever have is now. So we should focus on making the best of this moment, learning to embrace change as not something to fear, but something to embrace, to even seek out. Because I would say that if you drew a graph, if you were to think of a graph of your life, the high points and the low points, go back and look at it. Like, imagine the graph of your life of when things were great and when it felt like you were struggling. And then look, where you find the low points, look at where the peak was. Where do you imagine the peak is? I bet you that's where you saw the most growth. Every time. Whenever we hit our lowest, that's when we see the biggest increase. So, take time, as I said, take time, reflect, reframe the story, because change is going to happen. It's life. Things are changing. Life is changing. You're changing. I'm changing. One of my mentors said, pain, discomfort, it's all part of life. It happens. There's nothing we can do about it. Suffering, that's a choice. So what choice are you making today? Are you choosing to embrace your change, to convert your setbacks into stepping stones? Or are you letting it pull you down? What you go through, you grow through. Remember that. What you go through, you grow through. Remind ourselves of this. Bend, but don't break. Learn to bend, but don't break. Go through it. I can appreciate a song I heard once. It said, if you're going through hell, keep on going. And you might get out before the devil even knows you're there. So when things are tough, when they're hard, resilience is about just keep going. As Dory said in Finding Nemo, right? Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Thank you, everyone. Good morning, Kimberly. Thank you for coming. It's nice to have people here. The last few weeks I've been continuing. Well, I missed last week. I forgot to schedule it. But other weeks I've been here doing my little spiel, whatever, to nobody. I tried streaming live on TikTok. I don't know if that's the thing for me. Too hard to monitor. Using YouTube, using LinkedIn is much easier. It also makes it easier to, because I've heard a lot of times we get caught up in the live turnout, right? Oh, how many people came to my live event? I saw something the other day. A influencer with hundreds of millions of followers on social media had 27 people show up at the webinar. So it gave me heart, just keep consistent, keep doing it. Maybe I get turnout at the live event, maybe not. That's okay. Because someone told me recently, when they were looking at their analytics or their stats, is they get a much bigger number, we'll say, a bigger number on the replays instead of the lives. Because we're all busy, right? We all got things to do. I appreciate you for being here live, the replay. I hope that you got something. I pray that you got something. Put it in the comments. What stood out to you about my talk on resilience? What is a challenge that you've been facing? How will you work on your resilience through the week? What kind of routine might you add? Like I said, could be simple, sit out in the sunshine with your favorite book and your favorite beverage. Could be a hot beverage, could be a cold beverage. I don't know where you're at. I'm lucky. I live in a place where it's spring always. But I saw the photos of Florida. Nobody expected that. Talk about some practicing resilience, like snow in Florida. Like, really? My mother-in-law or no, my wife shared pictures of a FaceTime she did with her mom, and they have several inches of snow in North Carolina near the beach. Like the beaches are covered with snow. Like who ever thought you would see snow on the beach? That's just, it looks weird. It doesn't feel right. But it's a perfect illustration. Things change. And we can let it stop us, slow us down, or we can use it as the fuel to bounce back better, to grow through what we go through. I really like that. And I've got a new thing I've been saying on the podcast. Greatness begins within. So take the time, reflect on the changes you're facing, reframe the story that you're telling yourself, and look at ways to take the challenges, to take the change, and rise higher instead of falling lower. Because you're awesome, and I know it, even without knowing any of you who might be watching this. You just might have some stuff in the way. Have a wonderful day, an amazing week. We'll catch you guys all next week if nobody's joining to chat. Thank you so much. Have a good one. And don't forget to shift your mind to improve your life. Take care.